Hello everyone, this is Crode giving you a shoutcast and a replay between, I believe this is Infi versus We Made Fox Soccer here on Twisted Meadows. And oh, what a predicament trying to find good WarCraft 3 replays it is. For some reason in China, they seem to be on a different patch than the rest of the world. So because of that, because they're on a different patch, you actually have to like repatch or try to unpatch your version of WarCraft 3 in order to get those replays, and I just find that it's simply not worth it most of the time. So trying to unpatch and repatch and do all those crazy things. Also, also a lot of the times like the maps are not the official maps and there's ads and logos on them. I'm just on my little soapbox right here. There's ads and logos, and then you have to like try to find and re-download all those maps and then find them in the right location, and it really becomes a massive headache. For all the problems that people say there are going on with Battle.net 2.0, Blizzard, thank you very much. I don't know if you guys even watch any of my shoutcast replays, whatever, but I do very much appreciate the fact that Battle.net 2.0, or at least the current version of StarCraft 2, it unpatches itself naturally, so that if you want to run a previous version of StarCraft, it can handle that replay no problem. On top of that, it downloads the map for you, so none of this spending 20 minutes trying to find a replay only to figure out that it's on a different version and on a different Battle.net map and different this and different that. So it took me about 20 minutes to find one replay after failing a couple times. Anyways, let's get into this game. We are having We Made Fox Soccer spawning as the blue Night Elf player, meanwhile Infi spawning as the pink human player. So it is going to be human versus Night Elf here on Twisted Meadows. A quick wisp now making its way over here, and it looks like he may try to be going to the center of the map. Really curious as to what these wisps are doing. May just be scouting out right now, as that archer now getting in some damage onto that footman. The archers do deal a fair amount of damage, but the footmen, I believe, do win on a one-on-one fight just because the footman has so many more hit points. And now you can see that the water elemental now doing a bit of creeping, while some militia also coming in as well. So it looks like the archmage may be trying to come back around. No, the archmage is going to re-engage down, over here as a scout farm, now keeping track of the positionings. We should be getting that warden in. The warden is now coming across the center over here, and will the warden perhaps get a shadow strike on any of these low hit point footmen? The warden currently sitting at level 1, and a troll shadow priest was picked up. So troll shadow priest picked up by Soccer, so some early healing now as a wisp tries to run away. A wisp tries to run away. It looks like that wisp, one more attack will take it down. If Soccer does have the micro skills that I think he does, he should. Oh, yes, he detonates it right before the damage is dealt, so no experience is given. Anyways, the Troll Shadow Priest, getting ensnared and now taking a little bit of damage as we now see footmen and archers battling out in the center portion of the map, or over here off to the right. Archmage already very low on hit points, attempting to run away. Another Shadow Strike on the Archmage, and the Archmage is in trouble. The Archmage now down to 160 hit points. Another Shadow Strike could be coming in, and I believe it is going to be now on cooldown, but no, and now being forced to use a Scroll of Town Portal. That is a little bit questionable, using a Scroll of Town Portal like that, as it does cost a lot of gold in order to get one of those replaced. And just the cost of that Archmage is only 170 gold to resurrect at level 1. But one thing that you got to remember is that the Archmage does give a lot of experience. That Warden still has no experience whatsoever, as the Militia now coming in to join in on the fight. One of the things you always have to be very wary of, as a Staff of Teleportation pulling the Archmage all the way back home. And now we'll see what's going to be happening here, as now we can see that the Warden now over-engaging just a little bit and now trying to perhaps run inside. That is not going to be a very good spot for it, as the Militia may be able to get off a surround. And this is going to be a problem. A Dust of Appearance could be used, and now, wow, the Warden being forced to teleport home at 48. So yes, that was a crazy maneuver there, as Infi showing why he's so good with human. And now we are going into Huntresses. We can see one tower is up, but that tower will quickly get destroyed by that archer, as we are now going to have footmen trying to put some pressure onto this Ancient of War instead, as the Archmage now going to be coming in. And now we do have currently a Warden that wants to get a Shadow Strike off onto the Archmage. The Archmage trying to run away. Will it have enough? Now going to run back around, and now dangerously low on hit points, down to 147 already. If he runs too close to that Warden, the Archmage will get taken down. Will he get taken down by his own units is the key question. And no, I believe he gets killed by his own water elemental. So Infi, killing it with his own water elemental in order to deny experience, and that was a brilliant move. As you can now see, Soccer finally going to get experience after 5 minutes into this game. And now the Warden dangerously low on hit points, and it gets taken down as well. Unfortunately for Infi, Infi doesn't have any hero in order to gain any of that experience at all, as now the Footman now going to try to battle it out over here. You can see that there is currently 1 Water Elemental, 2 Huntresses trying to battle it out, going to be able to perhaps deal some damage to one of these low hit point peasants. Now trying to desperately repair. This is not going to get repaired at all. The Water Elemental has been destroyed. Archers are now coming in, a Staff of Teleportation now coming in as well. Is it going to be repaired in time, as that Archmage is sitting at level 1? A very, very quick resurrection. As I mentioned earlier, Guard Tower dangerously low, now dancing back and forth. It looks like, yes, we are going to have a Huntress now taken down. Level 2 on the Archmage. Brilliance Aura is now being used, as we do have this 1 Warden back in. Guard Tower about 2/3 of the way completed from being upgraded. In comes another Water Elemental, and that Water Elemental is going to be able to shut down perhaps that low hit point Huntress, now drinking up as much Moon Juice as possible now and able to get back into this game. But this 1 tower will be completed, and all of these front Moonwells will get destroyed, as those Ancient Protector now trying to position itself in a very, very nice front position in order to be able to fight back this ever-growing number of guard towers. We are getting the Masonry upgrade now, so they will get an additional 50 hit points and 1 armor. Very, very nice, as Soccer showing how strong these towers really can be. The Ancient Protector just a little bit out of position. And now, yeah, doing some long-distance rock throwing. This guard tower now down to 200 some odd hit points. Will it get taken down is the key question, as another Ancient Protector. Now, it looks like the rocks are getting hit against that Archmage there. There are a lot of guard towers. In comes a shop as well. The Archmage now trying to pull back. 3 guard towers putting in a lot of pressure here, as those Huntresses are still trying to come back in. Defend on the Footmen. So defend on the Footmen, allowing them to absorb a lot of the damage from those Ancient Protectors, perhaps even bounce it back, as these 3 guard towers are protecting this 1 Arcane Vault. Footmen desperately trying to put or take down these Ancient Protectors. It looks like the Huntresses are going to be able to get some bounce damage onto that 1 low hit point Archmage. Archmage now being pulled back once again. Clarity Potion and Healing Salve is being used, and there we go. Where's the Healing Scroll? Waiting for all those units to get really, really close by. It looks like the Huntresses are not going to try to be pushed in, and no Healing Scroll just quite yet, as both sides engaging, and it looks like it's going to perhaps be a little bit of a base trade. The Archmage now in a bit of trouble. He was forced to use the Healing Scroll, but I believe that Shadow Strike will deal damage. Oh, the Shadow Strike doesn't break Healing Scroll. I did not remember that. So I thought that the Shadow Strike damage would break the Healing Scroll healing, but it does not. As we can now see what a Footman just simply trying to run past here. The Huntresses are now going to be trying to push into the main location here. Militia are being called back over. Altar of Kings now going to get taken down. And now another Shadow Strike onto Infi's Archmage. Archmage is now sitting at level 2. Now it looks like these Ancient Protectors may get taken down in just a moment, as more Water Elementals still being added. The Huntresses, some of them did die in the back, giving a little bit more of that experience to that Archmage earlier, as the Warden once again tries to come back in. Soccer is in a little bit of a dangerous situation. May lose this Archmage once more. Yes, loses it, and now level 2.5, if there was such a thing, on this Archmage here, sitting very close to the towers, using Clarity Potions in order to summon more and more Water Elementals. Footman now getting destroyed, getting choked up on a sheep. It looks like that Footman will be able to perhaps engage into the field, as Soccer now down to 1 Ancient Protector. This is not good news at all. This 1 Archmage dangerously, very, very low on mana, as we can see that the Warden about to come back into play. The Huntress is now trying to put pressure into the main base, and I believe there is the GG. So Soccer losing to Infi here on Twisted Meadows. A very, very fast-paced game between 2 top-notch players. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.